And we are back! Coming up here in series number 1, I was joined by Steelmold, who has now taken his leave, but now we're getting another one of our pretty regular casters here on the CranKy Ducklings channel, especially in 2021. I am joined here with El Lector de Fantasía que hace la Amsadora, DARKIng. I can't have an underscore for your name.
It's just Darking, mate. It's just Darking. Hello, everyone. Hello, Yaku. How are you? Happy New Year.
Feliz.
It is a new year. It is a new me. And mate, I'm on camera for the first time. Hello, everybody.
You are. You're more handsome than I thought.
I know, right?
Oh.
So yeah, how are you, Yaku?
I'm feeling pretty hype off the back of that 3-0. A little bit heartbroken for Neo there to go out like that, but very.
I know. You know what's the worst part is, mate? I lost a lot of points betting on Neo.
That's the worst part.
That's the worst part.
It's like, all right, I know it was 3-0. I know it was lost, but mate, I lost channel points too. Let's think about the people who are really suffering.
Yes.
But
we are one match over, mate, and we have another match in our hands now.
That we do. This time it's going to be a ZvZ. How are you feeling about the prospect of casting that?
It's not as entertaining as I'm going to be honest, but it's still going to be a really good match, mate, because these two players really know how to play Zerg.
They absolutely do, and we are going to have an interview with both of them as well, and our first player is about to be ready, so why don't we drag him up right now? And there we go. How are we doing this lovely morning, Oreo?
Very good. How are you guys?
Yeah, we're getting hype along with you here.
Yes.
From the sound things. I was like you could use a bit of a warm-up here.
Yeah. Jeez, I'm excited, guys. This is going to be a great match. I can feel it.
Glad to hear. We love to hear that. And other things that we are interested in hearing here from you, Oreo. We're going to start off with this one question that has been hounding us over and over and over and over again. What's your favorite biscuit?
I don't know. I guess like chocolate chip cookies.
Whoa.
Maybe like
is that considered a biscuit?
Really no.
I mean, it's a bicky. You know, just you eat it's like a biscuit. Yeah.
Gosh on it. Yeah.
Look, I'm not Australian, but I allow it. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt.
All right.
So not Oreos then.
No, I don't even really like Oreos that much.
So why the name then?
So my name, basically I asked my friend for a cool name and he said just put like AE somewhere in there because that sounds like cool and edgy. So we came up with Aori, A-E-O-R-I. And then my American friend kept pronouncing it Oreo because he didn't know how to pronounce it. So I just changed the name. But then I haven't changed it after that. Yeah.
Beautiful.
As well.
That is a true origin story, mate.
Yeah, there you go. That's the whole story.
Would you consider taking Vanya now that that's available?
I mean, it's such a cool name. I can't believe it. It actually is such a cool name.
It is?
Yeah.
Yeah, news broke out. It was a little heartbreaking, I suppose. So, you are up against Erik right now.
Yep.
How are we feeling about that? A little daunting here? You have anything in particular prepared?
Yeah, well, ZvZ is ZvZ, so like, I'm not too stressed about the result. It's like, either one of our strategies is going to beat the other person, or it's not. It's usually how ZvZ goes. Not much execution, or like, there's a little bit, but it's much more about just what your build choice happens to be. And I haven't studied Erik personally, so I don't really know too much what he does. So I'm just going to do what I feel is right on each map, and like it'll work or it won't, and that's it. I'm not going to feel too bad if I lose, but I'm still expecting to win overall.
I like that. That's confidence. I guess I can give you a little bit of a tip off here. I'm sure he won't mind. Since you haven't studied Erik that much, I can tell you that he plays Mongols in AoE.
Oh,
Actually,
well,
I haven't,
wait, he
checked
does? What a
that.
scumbag.
I actually haven't checked that.
jeez. Oh, kitten.
Oh, this
Yeah.
is the him, her, they,
Him.
it, him. There we go.
Yeah.
Him make a
Yes.
little bit of a appearance here to cheer you on.
Yeah, he's screaming right now. He likes to run up the stairs and then screech at the top of his lungs.
Well, he's just getting hype.
That is just his way of cheating you, mate.
It sounds like more like crying, but I'm gonna pretend that it's cheering, and he's not just he knows what's about to come, and he feels bad for me.
Same thing, right? Don't we all cry when we cheer for our favorite sports people?
True.
That's how it usually goes. Well, we're about to let you go here, Oreo, unless Darking, anything else you wanted to ask you?
Nothing else. I just want to say good luck and have fun.
Thank you.
Definitely. Thanks for hopping us and joining us here, Oreo, and yeah, good luck for your match.
See ya.
All right, that was Oreo, guys. Cheered on by chat, cheered on by the cat. And now, without further ado, let's get Erik in here for potentially the first. No, it's not gonna be the first time. Anyway.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Erik.
Good evening.
Good night already.
Oh man, that is rough. Well, I'm glad you did decide to stay up and join us here, though.
Thank you. I'm glad you guys are hosting the tournament.
That's what we.
It's all thanks to Light.
Oh yeah. So you want to be directing the gratitude towards, I suppose. How are we feeling this evening, Erik? Feeling hype? Feeling confident?
Yeah, feeling confident. Haven't played much StarCraft lately, but I still have some pretty good builds, I think.
Ooh. Specifically against Oreo here, do you have anything in particular prepared?
Not particularly, because my ZvZ is normally pretty aggressive, so what my opponent does doesn't really matter most of the time, since I'm the one making the moves and attacking and cheesing and stuff like that.
That's always something that I know I personally here love to watch you do over and over again. I'm sure Darking here would agree, and most of the fans as well. And you mentioned this a little bit, that you haven't really been practicing as much, and I know that you have been preparing for something a little bit different here. AoE Pro League, I believe that's what it was.
Yeah, it's going to happen tomorrow. It's the
Yeah?
3v3 team league in Age, yeah.
And you're here tonight playing in a different tournament. That's dedication. That is hardcore. What did you?
No, man. I believe that's part of the contract. That's all.
Definitely. But yeah, what do you tell us a little bit? How's the preparation for that going on?
My team has State and Kalazur, so we were practicing by picking the specific civs that we were going to play in each of the maps, and we found some teams to play against, and there's that basically. We didn't practice that much to it specifically because it's hard to find other 3v3 teams to play against.
Yeah, I'd have to imagine so. Well, we have one more question that we wanted to ask you here, Erik. Now, we asked Oreo about the story of his name and how he came up with the nickname Oreo. How did you decide on the name Erik here? What's the story?
Well, basically, I have a really bad creativity, so I just went with it. There's no interesting story.
All right, fair enough, I suppose.
Yes, for people who are wondering, Eric's real name is Erik, so that's what it is.
What a surprise.
Well, here's the thing, though, Erik. You come from a very long line or tradition of players, I suppose. Very good players who have also used their names, like Jadong, for instance. That's the only one I can think of off the top of my head, but that's a good club that you found yourself in, both the CranKy Ducklings and the players who chose their names after their first names.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one. Haven't been as good as J-Dung, but maybe someday.
Always gotta work for that, man.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe it all begins here.
Maybe.
All right, we are just about ready to let you go here. Darking, anything else you want to ask?
No, nothing else. I just want to say, Erik, good luck and have fun.
Thanks.
Yeah, good luck on your
Gonna
match,
have-
and
gonna
thanks
have
for
a
joining
lot
us
of
for the
fun.
interview.
Thank you.
You can leave now.
Yeah, you can disconnect.
You can leave now.
Yeah. Are you sure about that? Can't I
Mm.
stay here and listen to you guys while I'm playing?
So Taku wrote here for an answer. She's shaking her head. Okay.
Yes, and with that done, mate, with the interviews done, I think we are ready to begin lobbies and start the match. How excited
just
are you for
waiting
the
on-
Jaku?
Oh man, let me tell you. I didn't think that. I honestly wasn't sure if we were gonna get this match about 24 hours ago. As obviously we did have a couple of
Have-
changes come in
Have faith, Jaku.
about
Have
last.
faith.
I always, yeah. Always gotta have hate. But yeah, we had a couple of last minute changes going on, and now let me tell you, Darking, I'm hype. Some of the most aggressive Zerg players of their respective regions. I don't think we're even gonna get a moment to breathe here in this series.
How many minutes until the series is over?
That's what I guess that's what the wager's gonna be for.
I know, right? I know.
All right, we get ready here. Oh man! Oh man!
What is it?
You were saying that this is gonna be a quick series. I just got word of what our first map is gonna be.
Oh, yes, I just saw it. We're going to start everyone on the map Berlingrad LE.
We are not even. They're not even building up to the.
Look. These two
Explosiveness
players
of the
know what
aggression.
they're going for, and they are going to just give it to us. Okay?
Oh, you always gotta appreciate that. And yep, here we go. Our lobby is ready. Our players are now ready. We're gonna be jumping in. You know what? I just
Yes.
realized this, Darking. Or
What
at
is
least I
it?
just realized this today. I believe this is the first time you and I are gonna be casting together.
It is. As far as I remember, it is. So everyone, you're not only gonna have the best CVC that you're going to see the whole year, you're going to have also the worst cast all year as well.
That I'm not. I'm gonna try to live up to that. Now that you promised it, I'll try to live up to that. You know.
But yeah, but the map is now loading, everyone, and there we go. 3, 2, 1. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Berlingrad LE, our first map in our best of 5 series, and spawning here, the Australian Duckling, the Australian Zerg Duckling. This is Oreo.
Already started. Yes! This is what I love to see from both of our players. And over here in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, spawning all the way in the bottom right-hand corner, we have a blue Zerg player coming down all the way from the land of Brazil. He's going to be representing our very own CranKy Ducklings. He is Erik.
Now, if I saw correctly, both players went from a 12 pool, right?
Absolutely.
So yeah, we wanted an aggressive game. We're going to have an aggressive bait, but there's a big difference, mate. Erik went for gas, while Oreo is gasless.
Yeah, that's going to give Erik a ton more options as we get later into the game. Baneling, that's going to be available. A whole bunch of everything's going to be available, really. But Oreo should have a slight lead in Lings at the start.
Oh, and there we go. It's a quick banging nest from Erik. So Erik is going to be the aggressive in this game, and it's going to be up to Oreo how he responds with this. And there we go. He's going for his expansion now, and it's up to Oreo. See how different. Oh my God! Even drones are being pulled.
I had the biggest smile
Oh my
on my
God,
face right now. And that was apparently a mistake pull. Unfortunately, I would have loved to see some swine crawlers pop up, but yeah, they are going to go back in the end. Erik will dodge the Overlord for now.
Yeah, but there we go. The settings of Oreo managed to get first into the base. He sees what Erik is doing. He sees everything, and there are currently more settings for Oreo, and the fight has begun. And oh my God, Erik is starting to lose. It's very good fought on the other side of the map, mate. Where Oreo Erik settlings, they're trapping the Oreo settlings. The reinforcements, they're avoiding them.
Yeah, he's actually doing a really good job of leading all of these Lings of Erik away from the hatchery. Funnily enough,
Yes.
He doesn't even have the opportunity to morph into Banelings.
Yes, now that both players have seen what each other is doing, they're both changing plans. If you look at this, Erik, 0 Baneling so far. He has not made any single Baneling, even though he made a really, really early Baneling nest. And instead, I think he's going to focus on settling speed and probably trying to expand because currently he cannot kill Oreo, right?
Yeah, not when that Spine Crawler finishes up, not when those additional queens pop in. He does have a lot of Lings here on Oreo's side of the map, and he hasn't stopped producing Lings either. Banelings are on the way, and once Ling speed finishes up, Erik is going to jump on it. He absolutely needs to. He doesn't intend to expand at all this game, does he?
This is completely all in. Luckily, Oreo has still those settlings outside. Oh my God, is he gonna? He almost misses it, but he managed to see it. And I love it. I love that how these settlings are entering the base, see if they can do any damage. Because on the other side of the map, mate, Erik is gonna be pretty aggressive.
Yeah, I think aggressive might be a little bit of an understatement here. Still holding down that Z key. Queens are in a very nice position to chip away at the Lings. The Spine Crawler hasn't really been touched yet, but here come the Banes.
Yeah, Spine Crawler immediately go down. Unfortunately, a lot of the settlings for Oreo were in hold position, so they couldn't really fight well. And one queen, oh, nice save, nice heal by Oreo, and that queen is gonna be safe.
Oh, wow. That queen got so low, Darking.
Yes, that was incredibly close, but Oreo is still alive. And mate, with each passing second, Erik is falling behind more and more.
Falling behind, eventually Orio's just gonna be in the stratosphere when it comes to the economy. How's that for an analogy? 20 drones versus 12. Erik still not producing any. He, I don't know, I think he needs a little bit of a miracle here to put himself back ahead.
Yes, it is still producing a lot of settlings, but I'll be honest, I'm not sure how many, if it can be enough to break Oreo, because he's still making queens, he's still making settlings, he's now making drones. He feels confident that he has already helped.
As he should be. He's got plenty of queens, and thankfully he's not sending them to the middle of the map, unlike some Zerg players that we know of. Seem to all home defensively. He's got that Spine Crawler, lacking in Lings, but again, that's why he has all these queens.
And there we go. Erik moving in with all his remaining settlings. I think this is going to be the last push. Either he's gonna win or he's gonna lose in the next minute.
Yeah, either way, the game's gonna end.
Yes, either way,
Very
the game's
soon.
gonna end. And there we go. 1 million settlings trickling. Just in time, the spine has finished, and we have 6 queens here to defend for Oreo.
It's a really nice surround on top of this hatchery, but nothing attacking the queens. That's all of the Banelings spent, and nothing dies to them. Erik will at least get this hatchery, and he will dip away, but Oreo's still far ahead on the workers.
Yes, 26 workers against 11 for Erik, and oh my God, I'm not sure what Erik can do from here.
Yeah, he's trying to get a Evo chamber now, but let's be real, he's not going to be able to get an upgrade up.
Yeah. Oh my God, the settlings managed to enter.
And
if he can
this
kill
might...
a lot of workers, he might be able to come back into this.
Exactly, there's a chance that he needed, but Oreo doesn't fight. Dips away. And Erik is just getting ready and trying to sneak a couple of Banelings in later on. I just realized you don't have Game Heart.
Yeah, that's a risky plan. I don't think it's going to work. Oh, he catches a queen. That's a nice catch.
And actually going to continue to chip away at this hatchery. Does he have enough? I doubt it. Meanwhile, the Lings are getting into the main base mineral line!
Ooh,
Just like that, 8 drones go down, 15 total in this game. But it's still not enough, unfortunately.
Yes, Erik has made a decent first step at coming back at this game, but yeah, as you say, he's still quite 10 workers behind of his opponent, but he's still alive. But he's still in this game. He has not given up yet.
Yeah, which you got in mind.
Oreo is gonna try to finish this with Aspire.
Just needs one muta, really. Hey, what's the anti-air options of Erik right now? He has one queen.
He has one queen. To be honest, one queen wins against one Mutalist.
I think he might be right there, yeah.
Yeah, so he needs a couple at least. 2 Mutalism, and there we go.
Yeah, there we go. We get some math people in the chat to tell us how many mutas a player needs to beat a single queen. We know that it's at least more than one. That we're pretty confident in, and
yes, that we are sure. Oh, Erik is now building finally his natural at 7 minutes and 30 seconds. To every set player watching, please build it faster than 7 minutes and 30 seconds.
That's our advice.
Yeah, Erik has faith. Erik has faith. Even though he didn't manage to kill Oreo and he's still behind in workers, the fact that he's making a natural makes me think that he's confident that he can come back into this just by sheer mechanical prowess later on.
Well, it's always good to have confidence, but maybe not not if you don't know what your opponent's going for. 5 mutas, that's enough to kill 1 queen at least, right?
Yeah, that should be enough to kill 1 queen. There we go. Round number, what is it, 4? For Erik, a bunch of Zerlings and Banelings coming in. They're targeting the hatchery, but Erik sees the Mutalist, and that is it. That is GG, and Oreo takes the first game in the series.
Well, we were promised aggression, and we were not disappointed. I'm just looking at the graphs now, Darking, and it's 63 workers created for Oreo and 20 for Erik.
There is a big gap, mate, in this graph. So congratulations to Oreo. Game number 1 is for him, but this is still a best of 5. There's still quite a lot of games ahead of us. And now let's see if in game number 2 we see again the pull first from these players, or if one of these is going to risk it and go for a expansion first.
Now, do you think we're gonna get pool first 5 games in a row? That's my prediction, personally.
I think no from both players. I mean, I can see. I mean, because this game we saw both players going pool first. I do not think all players are going to go pool first all games. But I do think we're going to see at least one of these two going pool first at every game. Do I make myself clear? Did I explain myself correctly?
I get what you're saying.
Perfect.
But maybe the
That's
viewers
all I
in the
need.
chat. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, and mate, we are in the lobby for map number 2. It's going to be 2000 atmospheres.
Thankfully, nobody is calling me out here, but yes.
Poor Yaku. Yeah, there we go. Countdown is starting. We are loading on into the next map. Do you think Erik can come back from this?
Definitely, I know he's got it in him. It's maybe Oreo's best matchup, ZvZ, but it's also a matchup that Erik, being from the LATAM region, has a lot of practice in. So, man,
I know, right?
We said it at the start of this cast, the best ZvZ that we're going to see in quite some time, and I have to agree with you 100%.
Yes, and speaking of 100%, here we have the first player in our second game. This is the CranKy Ducklings, who currently has a 100% win rate versus Erik. This is Oreo.
That's statistics. And starting here in the bottom left-hand corner map, starting all the way in the bottom left-hand corner, we have a blue Zuck player going pool first, but not quite a 12 pool. All the way from Brazil, he's going to be representing our very own CranKy Ducklings. He is Erik.
And yeah, of course, that's statistics, Yaku. I went to college. I took statistics classes. You know? And,
You're
and
like-
they told me that if you win every one of your matchups, that's 100%.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I'm not going to argue with the college professors there. They're like, I'll have you know, I went to college and they told me specifically. All right.
Yeah.
Got straight from the source.
Yes, it is now undisputable. Speaking of undisputable, mate, Erik is going for the same thing.
Yeah, just all-out aggression. One
Yes.
after the other. Oreo slowing it down quite a bit this time, going for that hatch first, as you were saying.
Yeah. In fact, no, I believe it was pull first, but I believe it was a 16 pull.
Oh,
So
you know
a
what,
little-
you're right. Yeah.
A little bit later, definitely not aggressive, but it is early enough that it can be defensive against what Erik is doing.
And speaking of defensive against what Erik is doing, Oreo already has some links prepared. Link speed on the way later on for the opportunity to counterattack. Now we're just
Yeah.
gonna watch for the micro.
Yeah, there we go. Oreo sees the timing of the hatchery, and he knows what he's facing against.
What up? These links say as they dip in and dip immediately out. Just waiting to regroup.
I'm interesting. Why didn't Erik enter the base? Look. I'm not a set player. I'm not gonna argue that I know everything, but that was a strange move.
Yeah, they got the right people who cast this matchup. The two Terran players, the only two Terran casters here to
I
cast
know,
the
right?
CVC.
I know, right? Good job, Light. Good job.
Yeah, thanks, Light.
But yeah, the dance of the Zerling has now begun. Let's see how many can kill each other. And oh no, Erik is definitely got destroyed there. He lost all of his Zerlings. He only killed, I believe, a couple of Zerlings of Oreo, and he did 0 damage.
That was one of the most beautiful links rounds I think I've ever seen here, Darking. And Metabolic Boost is about to finish up for Oreo. He's going straight for that counterattack. His Baneling Nest also a lot quicker than Erik's here. This is, it's hard to be optimistic right now for Erik.
Yeah, definitely. Oreo has the advantage here. Erik, he is forced to make a couple of spines at home to defend. The queens are ready at the door as well. But now it's up to Oreo. See if he can do the damage that Erik couldn't do in game number 1. And there we go. The fight has begun. Again, the Zerlings of Erik in hold position.
And I'm actually liking this defensive position a lot right now for Erik. He's filling up his
nice
links pretty
transfuse
well.
on the spine. Nice transfuse on the spine. Managed to survive the Baneling Assault.
Yeah, great transfuse right on time. It's also placed in a very, very good position. Very far away from any potential surface area. It's uprooted right now, but okay, there aren't actually that many links to worry about, so
Yeah.
it's fine.
Zerlings of Oreo managed to get in, kill one drone. Oh, and he didn't even lose a single Zerling. Nice job by Oreo.
Really? I didn't even notice that. Wow.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did
he
it.
does keep it.
Just
Huh.
Quick in, quick out, and there we go.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
a professional, mate.
Even gets a singular drone for that, so yeah, he's able to contain Erik more and more thanks to all these lings.
Now,
We'll see.
Yaku, I'm going to surprise you.
Yes.
We are going into the mid game.
What? Are you
Yes,
sure?
we are. Yeah, both players have stopped being aggressive. They just drunk heavily behind this, and they're both going for the lair now.
Well, I'll be glad we got to see this at least once in this matchup. Do have the lairs coming down, but for very different purposes. Oreo sticking once again to his Muta play. Erik, meanwhile, going for a cheeky Evo chamber that Oreo hasn't been able to scout yet.
+1 armor for Erik starting up, and Oreo going for the quick spire again. I mean, it gave him the win in game number 1. Why change plans, right?
Exactly. Especially since Erik still has Actually, how many greens does he have to
Oh my god.
He has 3.
Erik is
And
going
he's-
for his own Spire.
This is an interesting mirror.
Yes,
I'm
it
witnessing. They came to the same conclusion, but with very different paths, shall we say. So some Carapace will definitely help Erik a lot against the Banelings in particular. That's still something that he does have to worry a lot about. Or he still has a ton of them. And for now, players are just going to be building up and slowly but surely getting their economies up and running. Oreo a lot quicker. I mean, I feel like we can say that for a lot of things so far in this particular game, and we'd say that at any different point, and it'll still be true. Just Oreo is quicker.
Yes. He has been so far. Finally, the Mutalists are on the map. I can't believe it. Oreo made his 30 supply ahead.
I didn't even
Oh
notice
no,
that
these
until
poor Zerlings and Banelings
at
are gonna
it.
get caught by these Mutalists, mate. Oh, everything that Erin said just went to waste.
At the very least, I guess Erik was able to scout the mutas, so can get a couple of defenses up, but I don't see any Spore Crawlers in production, Darking.
It's okay, mate. He has his own Mutalists on the way.
He does, doesn't he?
So Oreo managed to sneak a couple of Zerlings into the base. He sees the timing of the mutas. He sees everything that Erik is building.
And he should be feeling pretty reassured right now that he will continue to have the higher muta count. Oh, maybe not if this supply block has anything to say about that.
Oh no.
It's actually about even on the mutas right now. Yeah, they're on even muta counts.
Yeah, 10 Mutalists for Erik, 13 for Oreo. One important thing to note, mate. Oreo plus 1 air attack is a lot quicker than Erik's upgrade. So there's going to be a window of opportunity here where Oreo can take advantage of this and possibly snipe all the Mutalists of Erik.
Yeah, the Carapace can really nullify. That's what I'm going to use. Nullify that +1 upgrade, but yeah, still going to be a long ways off before he has that ready.
Yeah, mate. Meanwhile, Erik sending a couple of Zerlings on the side of the map. I think he's gonna save them and for a critical time and try to snipe as many of those as possible.
Yeah, just really waiting for an opportunity to go for some multi-prong. Already sending some to harass this 4th base of Oreo. And chaos is happening left and right here in just about every single one of Oreo's bases, but he is able to bait all of these mutas into his own flock.
Yeah, that was painful for Erik. He lost quite a few Mutalists in that little engagement over there. And just before his +1 Carapace finish.
Yeah, a little bit of an anti-timing here from Erik. He saw an opportunity, he went for it, but unfortunately for him, that opportunity was a false one. Oreo so far ahead in the muta count. He's got 22 of them. That is more than a problem, less than an apocalypse. A catastrophe of Mutalists coming down. And it is wreaking havoc on everything that Erik's got.
Yeah, the gas is destroyed. He probably can take the other gas. I think he can even take the hatchet if he wanted to.
Oh, he absolutely could, but he's playing it safe for now.
Yeah, Oreo is returning because Erik is harassing his bases.
Yeah, slowly but surely, Erik is closing the gap on that worker count, but he's gonna get caught out with his mutas again! Flies too close to the sun.
Yeah, he's losing a lot of Mutalists, mate, but on the right side, mate, Erik has killed 19 drones.
Wow. Alright,
Oreo is now behind in workers, and, mate, he needs to do damage, yes or yes.
Yeah. Yes is what I'm gonna say. Yes is my answer. Or all Erik needs to do right now is make sure that he gets his anti-air defenses up, and he is with all those spore crawlers. I'm loving this. By the way, when all of that was going on, he snuck out an infestation pit and he's trying to get a couple of infestors out. That is one hell of a way to nullify your opponent's superior muta count.
Ooh, six infestors are on the way, and another nice run by Erik. He's trying to finish what he started, and more drones are going down.
How does he keep finding openings throughout all of this? Once again, Oreo has 31 Mutalists in the sky right now. And
mean,
Erik
mate,
just keeps finding ways to sneak his lings in.
I mean, does it matter, mate, when you have a big army, when you have no population to support it?
I suppose not.
Erik is gonna hit the hatchery. Is he gonna get it? He's gonna get it? Yeah, he's gonna get it. Oh my god, for a second there I thought it was singing.
Might as well have been.
But yeah, 21 workers, mate. 21 workers and 1 base Erik just got. He is definitely now back into this game. Now that he also has infestors on the map, Oreo needs to be extremely careful because one fungal and he's dead. Ooh, a couple of nice fungals, not quite enough.
Yeah, and also important to point out, what is the follow-up to all these fungals as well? Erik going to be relying a lot on spore crawlers, and they're not exactly the most mobile form of anti-air.
The answer is obvious, mate. More fungals.
It does. You know what? It does chain after a while. The damage over time, it does. It doesn't stack, but if you time it right, you can get that chain fungal going on, and eventually just slowly whittle down your opponent's Mutalisk count.
Erik being cheeky, trying to sneak a few more settlings on the map, but Oreo catching.
Yeah, he's really had enough of having his economy in shambles. But
Oh, and oh my god, Oreo is going all over the army of Erik. He doesn't care.
And those are some beautiful fungals catching just about the entire army. Microbial Shroud helping keep this one queen alive for so long. But there's still not enough damage to really get rid of this Muta army. On the other side of the map, the Lings are wreaking havoc. They've taken out another base. They're about to take out another one. The entirety of Oreo's army is on the other side of the map, and he cannot produce any defenses right now. I can produce a couple of Mutas, I
Man,
suppose.
this is like a weird base trade scenario, mate, where one player losing everything while the other player is also losing everything, but Oreo needs to be careful. A couple more fungals and he's gonna lose all of his Mutalis. All of his Mutalis are pretty hurt at the moment.
Very down in the red, and ordinarily I would say that the Mutas can try to dive on top of the Spore Colors to take him out, but not when they're so low. GG. Erik ties up the series sideways 1-1. Who needs anti-air?
That was a crazy game, mate. A crazy game. Erik came back like nobody could.
Yeah, those links, man. That +1 carapace early on really helped out. I guess +1 melee as well was another pretty decisive factor here for Oreo.
Yeah, definitely. So,
or for Erik, I suppose.
So good job, and Yaku, we have a match in our hands. We are tied 1-1. Anyone can win this.
Exactly. This is probably the matchup that's most up in the air, at least for the start of our broadcast here.
Oh yeah, definitely. And what's this?
Oh,
nothing. Someone was adding me to my. So someone was adding me to my friends in StarCraft 2.
Okay.
Yes, so, some little person called Kuro.
Wow.
But yeah, there we go.
So we're gonna hit the hot
map number 3 has been created.
That it has. Our players are almost ready, but casters are definitely ready. So letting our players know here. And yeah, I think just asking for a quick little break here, which we are happy to oblige. But
oh no,
it was very quick.
There's no break here, mate.
Yeah.
Break is for the weak people. Here we have two aggressive set players. They can rest when they're dead.
The Ling train just never stops, does it?
Never stops, mate. Never stops. And there we go. Curious Minds LE is loading up. We are 1-1. People, remember that we have Macherino page, so use the exclamation mark Macherino on the chat for more information.
Yeah, you have to double check whether or not we have a Macherino code, but yeah, any additional contributions to the prize pool, very much appreciated, especially our players. They're all getting a bit of a payout tonight.
And there we go, people. We are in map number 3 for this series, Curious Minds LE, and spawning here, the Rexer player coming all the way from Australia. Currently tied 1-1. This is Oreo.
And spawning here in the top left-hand corner of the map, spawning all the way in the top left-hand corner. We of course have a blue Zerg player coming down from the land of Brazil. Once again, he is going to be representing our very own CranKy Ducklings as well. He is Erik.
So we have a little change in our hands, mate. Erik went for full hatch first.
I like it. This is like they are taking turns. They have to hatch. Whoever has a hatch first pillow, they pass it to the other one when their time is up.
Yeah, and meanwhile on the other side, Oreo went for the pull first. He wants to be defensive. He wants to not be caught off guard because, I mean, he's correct. You know, Erik went for the aggressive pull in the first 2 games. I don't know why he wouldn't do it in the third one. So,
Well,
it was the correct decision by Oreo in paper.
Exactly. Oreo's judgment here, his decision, is the right one, but I'll tell you why. He's thinking, why wouldn't Erik go for another pool first, right? Well, I'll tell you why, because Erik has already gotten into Oreo's head. He knows now, after 2 games of that, he can strike that fear into Oreo. He is well aware that he's going to be a bit more defensive. He can get away with hatch firsts from here on out.
Yeah, and
But he's probably thinking anyway.
probably.
We'll ask him after. We'll ask him later if we get to, I suppose.
But yeah, there we go. Now Oreo seems he's going to be the aggressive one in this. He went pull first. He's now building a very quick building nest, and mate, a lot of settlings are being built. I don't see any. I don't know about you, mate, but I don't see any drones.
I don't see any either, but I'm not sure if I'm the most reliable spotter in the world here. But
Yeah, I mean, we need to put an asterisk whenever we comment. We comment an on-terrain player, right? I see.
we don't see it, but it doesn't mean it's not happening. But funnily enough, Erik is kind of going for something that can work against this, at least if he, survives the initial assault. He hasn't been able to go across the map, has he? So yeah, he hasn't been able to get to the main base yet. So
yeah, and
is
there we go. Orion is going straight across the map, all these settlings, and there we go. Erik immediately going for a wall. He sees the bunch of settlings, he's like, oh shit.
But he hasn't seen the banelings, and that is more than enough to take out this wall, tear down this wall even. Lings zip on through and get a perfect surround on the queens. This looks to be about it.
Oh my god, unfortunately the wall was not finished, the queens could not kill it, and there we go, all these settlings enter the main base of Erik, and everything is dying for Erik. I fear, mate, I fear this is going to be the end.
Yeah, even with the best drone drilling in the world, I don't see how Erik survives this. Oh, actually, now that Roach is coming in here, he does get a real nice round with his drones.
Yeah, the Roach, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Only 6 workers left for us, and there we go, GG, and Oreo takes the lead 2-1.
I wanted to have some hope there when I saw that surround towards the end, when I saw the body block with the Roaches, but yeah, Oreo did not let up on that Z key for good reason.
Yeah, definitely. Good job by Oreo, mate. He's currently on the lead. Only 1 point left, and he can advance to the next round. I'm gonna be honest, Yaku. I'm gonna be honest. When I saw the bracket and I saw Erik versus Oreo, I'm like, easy for Erik. This is 3-0, easy.
Yeah.
There's nothing that Oreo can do. But no, I mean, I'm impressed. I'm honestly impressed. Oreo has played so good.
Yeah, and I wouldn't blame you for your prediction either. I think most people looking at these 2 players, Erik definitely had the much better 2021 when it comes to tournament results. He's also just a much more storied player in that regard.
So yeah, definitely. And there we go, Yaku. The action doesn't stop. Map number 4 is loading, and look at what map number 4 we have. It is Blackburn.
I'm glad we got to see it at least once.
I know, right? And of course, it's going to be in our aggressive CvZ.
I want both players to take the gold now. Is that wrong of me?
It is not. It is not. Unfortunately, I don't think it's gonna happen. But you know what's gonna happen? this player here in the bottom right-hand corner of Blackburn LE, currently up 2-1. This is the Australian serve player, Oreo.
And all the way on the other side of the map, both in-game and out-of-game, funnily enough, we have a blue Zerg player coming out from the land of Brazil. He is, of course, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner map, all the way in the bottom left-hand corner. Representing your CranKy Ducklings as well, he is Erik.
Oh, god damn it. I just saw my cell phone and I saw that Demon Swap has posted the stream to everyone at work. So hello everyone at work who's watching.
Hola, DARKING's colleagues.
Most of them speak English, so it's safe, Jaku. You're safe.
Oh, thank God. Let's break out the dictionary here. Like, te amo. Es. Gold base!
Yeah,
Thank you, Erik.
Light should be proud.
I think Light might have a favorite Zerg child now.
Yeah. Now the question is it going to work though? Because again, we have no. Actually, no. We have both players went from the same build, right? Now that I look more closely.
Gas pool hatch, I believe it was. Yeah.
Yeah,
Gas pool
yeah.
hatch, if I'm not mistaken.
So yeah, Erik might actually be able to get away with this because Oreo is not scouting in that direction, mate.
Not at all. He knows that the lings are coming his way, so he's going to be a little bit more defensive. But again, that means that Erik has less to worry about, right, when it comes to this gold base and whether or not it'll get up and running. Oreo's checking though. He knows. He smells something fishy.
Yeah, he's like, Erik is attacking me, and he doesn't have a base of the natural. Something is fishy.
And it's not the fish.
It's not a fish. It's actually gold minerals. Oh, it smells like fish or something. I don't know, but yeah, Oreo now knows about the gold base. Now, what is he gonna do about it? That's the question.
It really is. I mean, first we wonder whether or not Erik will get away with his gold. Now we have to wonder whether or not Oreo is gonna be able to do anything about the gold, or...
I mean, you have to do something,
so,
right? Because it's a mirror matchup. You cannot just let it run because eventually your opponent is just going to overwhelm you with units, right?
Exactly. The slightest of differences, the smallest of leads, can have the biggest effects in a mirror matchup. No
Yes,
mules for Zerg, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think Oreo wants to be aggressive. He's building a lot of settlings and no drones at the moment. And is he maybe trying to do a repeat of game number 1? There's no Baneling Nest, right? Oh, there is no Baneling Nest for Oreo. There is one for Erik, though.
And here's hoping that he recognizes he needs a lot of safety banes here. He cannot win this fight, but he commits to it anyway. He backs away once he realizes just how committed Oreo is to all of these lings, and he gets a couple of banelings ready at home. This is really going to come down to the micro at the end of the day. Who can split better?
Yeah, it's gonna be okay. I thought he was gonna try to bait it up the ramp. Oh, so close. But yeah, Oreo is going directly for the gold base. See how many workers he can kill. He goes straight for the queen.
I was trying to bait him, but Oreo wasn't taking that bait. A very good bailing snipe here, actually, from the side of Oreo. Erik only has one to work with, but he is making the absolute most of it. He's trying to anyway, and the baneling will survive. Man, Oreo's target firing splitting has been fantastic to watch so far.
Yeah, one thing, mate, that I actually like about ZvZ is the settling dance, mate, because it is like it is like watching ballet sometimes. And man, what a treat that we're looking at. Oreo is taking advantage of this. He sneaks a couple of settlers into the base. He's gonna snatch another queen off.
Hey, Erik can't really afford to lose too many of these. He's gonna be down on the bases pretty soon, so even though he'll still have the income advantage with that gold base, he'll not have as much production available, unfortunately. He needs as many injects as he can.
Yeah, definitely. Oreo still without Baneling Nest. He's only relying on on Zerlings, and I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. Erik is now on the offensive. His Banelings are coming across the map, and he's morphing more here.
Oh, no. Oh, I almost had a heart attack there, Darking. Oreo
Don't
had a
die on
lit-
me, Jaco. Don't die on me.
I won't die on you yet. We got one series to finish it. Not until I read another Brandon Sanderson novel. Then I'll die on you.
Yeah, that's a lot of Banelings. Need to be careful. Oh my god, a couple of good hits. A lot of Banelings taken out.
Yeah, some very nice target firing on these queens, and some really good splits as well. Oreo has evaded quite a number of these Banelings actually, and he's sending links across the map too.
Oh, this was so close, but on the other side of the map, yeah, Oreo is doing damage across in Erik's main base. There is nothing here to defend.
Not at all. All these drones do have to go across the map. Erik had so many Banes on Oreo's side, but none back home to defend. We're in another base trade, but this time, the base trade is initiated in 6 minutes.
Yeah, this is incredibly crazy. Oh, the Banelings!
Such good splits here.
Oh my god, 10 drones went down instantly.
Both players are down to about 2 workers each, but I think this is about it. Erik actually still has a very massive mineral bank to work off of, but does he have the time to actually get the units out? That's going to be the deciding factor.
Erik has 0 workers, man. He has 0 workers and only 14 army supply. I don't want to sound pessimistic.
And he can't afford to make any drones either, because he has to make more Zerglings.
Yeah, he has now lost the gold base. It is only 1 base versus 3 mate. 14 workers against 0. Now, I'm an Erik fan, I'm not gonna lie, mate, but this looks rough for him.
So spawning pool got sniped early on? I didn't even notice that!
Yes, it was.
Alright, well, if Oreo lost even a handful of lings there, then I think Erik would have definitely had a massive... Actually, even now, if Erik is able to get a good enough Baneling connection, he's going to have a pretty massive window of opportunity to work with, but it's a slim chance of that happening. Slim to none right now.
And Erik needs to be careful. He cannot just walk away from his base because Oreo just snipes and be done with it. And Erik, nice run by. He's trying the best he can, but there is enough at home to defend for Oreo here.
Yeah, if Erik didn't have to worry about all these lings outside of his base, then he 100% could have been able to go across the map, but yeah, now he's lost all his Banelings. This is about done right now. Erik is producing 1 drone, just in case. He's got 5 workers, but...
Yeah, this looks very rough for Erik. He has 5 workers. 5 workers.
But he's about to get 2 Banelings, and again, sometimes 1 really good Baneling connection is all you need. Erik's starting to lose. Oh no! He loses the Banelings, and with that, he loses just about every chance he has to turn this game around.
Yeah, he doesn't have even minerals for another couple of settings, so this should be it. And that is it. That is GG, and Oreo takes the series 3-1. Yaku, what a match.
Lordy, what a match indeed.
Yes.
Finally, I can breathe now.
Yes, how long does it take? Like 20 minutes?
Just about there. Yeah, just about 20
someone
minutes.
paid those bets.
And we had 4 games in that best of 5 too.
Yeah, it was insane, mate. And Oreo at the end, beautiful, man, beautiful. The way those settlings like evade all of those bailings from Erik, it was amazing.
Absolutely, every single time. His micro is just absolutely impeccable here. I mean, notice this pretty consistently throughout the series, but I don't think there was ever a single point where Oreo was below 450 APM, or a single game, I should say, where Oreo was below 450 APM. It was definitely something.
Yeah, so GG, mate, and with that, we have 2 Australians advancing into the upper bracket, and we have the 2 Latin American players going down into the lower bracket. I don't know what to feel, Yaku.
It's Oceania versus Latin America all over again. It's just like 2020.
Oh no, flashbacks.
Flashbacks to Mika versus Jam again.
But yeah.
Yeah.
GG, mate. So I believe we are going to have the winner in an interview pretty soon.
Yeah, we're just trying to get him in here right now. I think he. Wait. I should probably ping him in case he. In case
Yeah,
he
you
forgets.
should.
Oh, there he is. So getting quickly ready. Ba-ba-ba. So when he's ready, he is ready to come in. So with that, welcome and congratulations, Oreo, with that 3-1.
Thank you so much.
How do you feel?
Yeah, I feel good. I still kind of feel bad that I lost that Mutas game though. That was like unlosable, and then I just didn't make any spine crawlers in my bases.
That was
So
Look, if it made you feel better, at least it was entertaining. It was
Yeah.
entertaining.
it was.
Yeah,
I
but look,
had to keep it close.
at the end, you won. You
Yeah.
won. After you play game number 1 against Erik, did you get a good read of his style? Maybe?
Yeah. I mean, I kind of know how to play against, because he plays like Miyamika, and I've kind of studied
Of course.
Miyamika so much that like I know, like it's definitely a style where it's not like it's just Mio plays it and you play against Mio. It's like his style that he plays, and Erik is very similar, so I kind of knew what I was playing against, so I knew like how to beat it basically.
There we go. Once
It all-
again, me and Micah, right? Ruining Latin America for us.
Yeah.
exactly.
Uh,
Well, that's your shout out, Mika. Oreo, thanks you.
Oh yeah. It actually felt like I was playing against Miyamika this series, to be honest. Like, it's
get
very
any
it's interesting how similar their styles are.
You get any flashbacks there in the middle of that series? Just
In the Mutas game definitely, because that's how
oh.
it's usually how Mio beats me if we get to Muta versus Muta, or like in the one time that I've played Muta versus him.
Well, they
Yeah.
don't call them Winfesters for nothing, I suppose.
Yeah, it was just the constant Ling run bys, and I never made any spine crawlers. Like, for some reason it slipped to my mind. Like, I realized that's what I meant to do, so I'm not gonna mess up like that again. But I was trying to make like Banes and Lings to defend the Ling run bys, and you're just meant to make spines. Even if you're way ahead, I could have just made in that game, I could have made 3 spines in every base and just killed him before he got infestors. Honestly, I just lost too much drones.
yeah, but it's okay. You won the next 2 maps and won the series, so congratulations.
Thanks.
Is there anything particularly that you want to highlight in this series?
Well, I think I was pretty dead in that last game, but I channeled my inner Miyamika and I thought, what would Mio do? I realized if you're playing Mass Ling against Ling Bane and you just send enough Lings across the map that they can't split their Lings because they don't have as much Lings, they have to decide to either stay with their Banelings and keep fighting you and lose everything at home, or they have to abandon their Banelings and go defend at home. So it's basically a win-win, and that's only something that I actually learned recently. In most cases, I would have just died there because I would have tried to defend with Mass Ling Queen against 10 Banes and Lings, and I would have just gotten destroyed because, like, how do you beat that many Banes with just Zerglings? But if you split up your Zerglings, then suddenly it becomes way harder to defend. So I'm very happy that I made that decision in that moment because it was very stressful when there's like 12 Banes coming up your ramp.
Yeah, I was actually about to ask you on that, but yeah, glad that we got the answer there. So we're about to let you go here, but of course, as you know, your next opponent is going to be Starduck.
Yeah,
How?
scary.
Yeah. How do you feel going up against him once again? Bit of a rematch for me and Z Champs.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure because I kind of won that series off of preparation alone. Like, I almost knew what he was going to do in every single map, and I kind of just blind counted it, and that was why I won. So I still think that if I get a bad build matchup or whatever, because I'm not sure if you noticed, I like to play timings in ZVP. I don't really like late game. If he can force me into some late games, then it'll be tricky for sure. So we'll see.
Starduck, if you're listening,
Yeah.
Oreo's giving you the solution.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna try it regardless.
It's okay, mate. He's not watching. He's playing PS2 or something.
True.
Well, the good news is that you will have a little bit of time here, I suppose, as we will be getting into a quick little break to formulate a bit of an idea. But yeah, once again, just congratulations on your victory here, and yeah, good luck against Starduck.
Thanks.
And there we go, people. That was the winner of the previous series, Oreo. And with that, I think we are going to in break pretty soon. Yes, before switching casters, because Yaku, this is it for us. It was short. It was short, but it was awesome.
It really, really was. I don't want to lose you so soon, Darking. We'll cast again at some point.
We'll cast again in the future. Yep. Yeah, so everyone, tweet at the CranKy Ducklings if you want to see more Yaku and Darking casting together.
Yeah, tweet at my alarm specifically. I don't know. Guess we're usually awake at different times, but yeah, great to have been here. And without further ado, I will bid you good luck, I suppose.
Thank you. I'll need it. It's a PVC.
Oh yeah.